Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mari, and I'm back again with another video, man. Today, as you can see, man, we are reacting to Sunny V2 once again, and the title is The Most Insane Man in Pro Sporting History, John Daly. You know what I'm saying? I heard of him before too. I heard of John Daly before, but I haven't, you know what I'm saying, really here. But I saw his name before, you feel me? He had a diet of chocolate, Diet Coke, and cigarettes. What the freak? Oh nah, that's nasty, bro. That's disgusting. But let's just get straight to it, man. Let's get it.
Tiger Woods, while severely hungover, and threw $55,000 into the river during a fight with his fourth wife. John Daly.
Wait, what?
$55,000 into the.
You could do $55 in the water. That's like, come on, bro. It's stupid. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Stop being stupid.
You hate exercise, you despise health food, you smoke, you drink.
His insane lifestyle began after starting a golf scholarship, where at the age of 18, his coach would put him on a very unique diet.
He used to smoke Marlboro Lights. He said, just start smoking. Here, have a cigarette. Whatever you got to do to keep the weight off.
On top of smoking cigarettes, John began to eat nothing.
So it's his coach that put him on the cigarettes. Being stupid, bro.
He said, just start smoking.
Man, freaking dumb coach, bro. I don't care. I'm sorry.
Lights. He said, just start smoking. Here, have a cigarette. Whatever you got to do to keep the weight off.
On top of smoking cigarettes, John began to eat nothing but popcorn, Diet Coke, and Jack Daniels, stating in his
bro,
book,
what?
most of the time I was drinking Jack like
type
you wouldn't
of
believe.
diet is
A day,
that?
sometimes more. Most people would be drunk from
Popcorn, Jack Daniels,
before later adding that he
and Diet Coke.
Stating in his book,
Man, drinking Diet Coke, like that's gonna solve something. Man, that's still unhealthy. I don't know what he thought drinking Diet Coke was gonna do. The freak.
Like you wouldn't
Like,
believe.
what's the point? I don't see why people drink Diet Coke and diet sodas. What's the point, bro? It's still soda. You're still drinking soda. It's still unhealthy. Stop being stupid, bro.
The day, sometimes more. Most people would be drunk
Shouldn't
for
be
a month
pissing me
on what they
off,
had
bro.
before dinner, before later adding that he didn't even drink water.
I used to drink anywhere from 12 to 20 Diet Cokes a day.
How?
I don't know.
20 Diet Cokes? Being stupid, bro. That's all I gotta say. Being stupid.
I used to drink anywhere from 12 to 20 Diet Cokes a day.
How?
I don't know, because I don't drink water. I hate water. I cannot stand.
Man, I know his urine smells insane. That junk, man. That junk probably licorice. That junk probably black. Like,
With this in
bro,
mind,
that
it's no
junk.
surprise that vegetables will also.
How do you get sick eating vegetables? That don't make sense.
To 20 Diet Cokes a day.
How?
Drinking all them Diet
I
Cokes.
hate water. I
Man.
cannot stand to drink water.
With this in mind, it's no surprise that vegetables were also out of the question. Quote, I don't eat beans, spinach, broccoli, any of that stuff. When I was young, my dad would force it down me and I would throw it up. However, unbelievably, this diet worked, given Daly lost the needed weight, albeit while failing almost every class as a result of the drinking. I just
Lost
sit in my room
65 pounds. Hold up. But you know what? My cigarettes, popcorn, whiskey diet worked. Pounds just peeled right off. By Christmas, I lost 65 pounds. That's cap. He's lying. He's lying to y'all. He's lying. There's no way you drink whiskey, Diet Pepsi, or whatever, eating popcorn, smoking cigarettes. Bruh, you're doing that, and you said you lost 65 pounds by Christmas? I don't believe you. I do not believe you.
Almost every class as a result of the drinking. I just sit in my room and drink straight out of a Jack Daniels bottle, then go practice for 3 or 4 hours. Yet this would only help him to become a better golfer.
When I had a good buzz going, I could play really good golf. And I think it's just because the body's so loose and like free.
Not to mention he was also, quote, one of the hardest working guys on the team. This, in combination with over 16 years of practice, led Daly to win his first ever professional tournament at the age of 21, writing, my winner's check was for $6,700. The next 2 months I made about $28,000 in 4 events. Yet this wasn't the only way that John Daly began to make money. On the
bro was
podcast, John
going crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. Per hole
and he's still smoking cigarettes, bro. Put them cigarettes down, bro. Put them cigarettes down, bro. Them junks are not good for you. Anybody that's watching this, put the cigarettes down, bro. you gonna end up on one of them commercials where people be having holes in their neck, bro. I'm not even joking. No funny stuff, bro. No funny stuff, bro. That's what happens when you smoke too much cigarettes. You get holes in your neck. You gotta eat out of a tube. You gotta, man, it's a lot of stuff. You start talking, like that, and stuff like that, bro. I'm not even joking. That's real. That's real. Stop smoking cigarettes. Your lungs, you know what I'm saying? Mess with your lungs. You get black lungs. Start looking like, you know what I'm saying, the soda. So this soda that he got right here, start looking like that. You feel me? Lungs be black. It is already bad he drinking whiskey. Probably got a pot belly. Like, come on, bro. Stop doing that, John. Being stupid, bro.
$100 a hole. Paid for my hotel room. Paid for my drinks. Paid for everything.
Described in his book as playing other guys for money, usually men at the local golf clubs who thought they were better than they were, who figured they could kick this fat kid's ass.
Shoot, he was cold at golf, though.
They were better than they were,
but,
who figured they could kick this fat kid's ass. That's the way I spent my summers.
His little, you know what I'm saying, his little diet was just bad, bro. He had the worst diet, bro.
As my permanent part-time job, yet this would also introduce him to the toxic world of gambling. About 3 years
here we
after
go.
turning pro, John won $16,000 in a South African tournament.
Just like in the last, I'm sorry I keep pausing it. It's only been 2 minutes, but just like in the last video, who was it? Like Jeff Watanabe, I don't know his freaking name, was gambling. Lost $204 million in 3 years. 3 years. Lost all that money in 3 years. Being stupid, bro. Now, you know what I'm saying? I'm praying for him, whatever. But, bro, now, he said he almost went homeless. You know what I'm saying? He got prostate cancer. And yeah, it's just a lot, bro.
The entire
That's why
casino less than 20
you shouldn't gamble, bro.
In a fit of rage, Daly completely trashed his hotel room, also introducing the early stages of his
especially with drinking
nature.
Sometimes
man,
I'd
that's
beat
gonna,
my bus
man,
up.
it's
Sometimes I'd
worse.
beat my car up. Sometimes I'd beat a hotel room up.
Despite this, John would go on to win his third significant
And them
event,
drinks
which
be
just so
costing
happened to win
money.
the PGA Championship, turning John Daly into an overnight
That's why
superstar.
I'll never drink. I probably would get drunk, probably one time or a few times, but I'm not making that drink a habit, bro. Never. I would never make drinking, smoking, whatever a habit, bro. Cause I know that junk, man. That junk make me go crazy, bro. Especially just smoking and drink, like just drinking and smoking, like, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of you that made that junk a habit. That spent thousands of dollars on that junk, like thousands, literally, on alcohol or weed, you feel me? Thousands, like, come on, bro.
Into an overnight superstar.
You don't want to do
Crazy.
that, bro.
There was 4,000 people sitting in front of the clubhouse and on the driving range
For you.
just waiting for me to get in, and trust me, I was not used to.
All of a sudden, I was being offered tons of money to show up for Monday and Tuesday corporate outings and fundraisers. I was getting paid $25,000, $50,000, $75,000 a pop to hang with golf lovers for half a day. John was paid $230,000 for the championship win itself, yet he'd give $30,000 to the kids of a spectator who was killed by lightning midway through the tournament. This kind of generosity helped John to build a cult-like fan base of people who loved his rough edges.
You have a simple motto. This is a quote. I just hit it as hard as I can, and if I can
Rest in
find
peace
it,
to that
I hit it
kid.
again.
Which he was then able to
Or whatever.
monetize through
Did he say a
And if I
kid?
can
This kind of generosity the kids of a spectator who was killed by lightning itself, yet he'd give $30,000 to the kids of a spectator who was
Kids of the
people who
spectator.
loved his rough edges.
find
Rest
it,
in peace to the
you have a
spectator.
simple motto. This is a quote. I just hit it as hard as I can, and if I can find it, I hit it again.
Which he was then able to monetize through some very funny sponsorships. Daly received endorsements from Dunkin' Donuts, Hooters, and a diet pill called Trim Spa, yet it was the
What the heck?
golf-specific sponsorships that began to make him
Sponsorship from
millions. I
Hooters?
made another $236,000 in 1991 just for playing with ping clubs and wearing a ping shirt and a ping hat. And that was
That's
only
crazy.
the beginning. Early in 1992, I signed my first really big sponsorship contract, a 10-year deal with Wilson that paid me millions of dollars a year. However, at the same time, Daly's performance began to go downhill rapidly. After placing first at the PGA Championship,
Bro,
Daly returned the
he was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? He was going crazy. And he even looked out for one of the spectator's sons, man. After you know what I'm saying, expected that passed away, you feel me? He looked out for his son, gave him 30K, you feel me? He just became like, you know what I'm saying? He was becoming nice, you feel me? He was doing what he had to do, making his money, you feel me? Going crazy in golf, winning the championship, and then boom, just went down here.
Following year, 82nd place.
82nd place?
Podcast that he'd spent.
Wait, what?
Returned the following year to achieve 82nd place, explaining on the Full Send podcast that he'd spent all night drinking, arriving at 7:30 for a 7:32 tee off.
There was some times on tour that I didn't sober up to about the 13th hole. Yeah, you get in at 7:30 in the morning. I got a tee time at 8:05 or 9 o'clock.
You'd be out till
sometimes
7 or 7:30 in the morning when you had an 8 a.m. tee time?
Yeah.
He'd stated in his book, basically my golf game in 1992 played second fiddle to making money and partying. Instead of partying, I guess I ought to just say drinking, which is what it was. For the first time in my life, I let my golf game slide. That whole year, I don't think I practiced more than 2 days in a row, and it showed. Daly's poor performance brought about fits of anger, where he'd fight his opponents, break clubs, or throw them into the water, leading to a suspension from the PGA Tour on account of bad behavior. On top of this, Daly was suffering from clear midday alcohol withdrawal, made worse by antidepressants, which gave him the shakes and the sweats and diarrhea. For this reason, Daly made the choice to quit drinking. However, he'd explained that his sobriety made no difference, as he'd simply swap one addiction for another. He'd write in his book, at rehab they call it cross addiction. They warn you that when you give up one thing, like whiskey, you're going to be looking to replace it with something else. For me, when I stopped drinking, I started eating 20 packs of M&Ms around with peanuts. I ate chocolate chip muffins and
20
chocolate
packs of
M&Ms
M&Ms
every day of the tour. Around with peanuts. I ate chocolate chip muffins and chocolate croissants all day long every day of the tournament, which for whatever reason seemed to work, as John Daly was about to make a comeback. After 3 years of very average golfing, Daly came out of nowhere to win the incredibly prestigious 1995 British Open, doing so on a daily diet of 9 chocolate chip muffins. In true John Daly fashion, he ignored a phone call from the US president just so he could eat, stating, "But I still haven't found my dinner yet and I'm starving. Besides, I didn't even vote for the guy," showing that Daly had the whole world in his hands until he started drinking again. On the brink of divorce with his second wife, Daly gave in and headed out for a big night at the bar before landing himself in later, although the media had already gotten hold of the story and his endorsements weren't happy. My two main sponsors, Wilson and Reebok, had dropped me while I was in rehab. The Wilson deal paid me several million a year plus bonuses, and I'd just done another 5-year deal with Reebok. As an alternative, Daly accepted a $1.2 million per year sponsorship from Callaway on the one condition that he stay sober. However, he eventually concluded that the deal wasn't worth it.
A sponsor came to him and said, $3 million, we want to send you to rehab though. And he looked at him and said, I'm good. And took a sip.
Although this attitude would then help him beat Tiger Woods in a pretty fun way.
You want to listen, bro. Me, I would have took that simple. And it's not even because of the money, bro. They just want you to go to rehab and do better for yourself, bro. Simple. Because you kept drinking and smoking cigarettes and eating chocolate.
Daly
like who?
Come on, bro. 16-person tournament, and on the night before had drunk 3 bottles of Crown whiskey, leading Tiger to make
3 bottles of Crown Royale.
Before had drunk 3
what the frick is wrong with you?
Leading Tiger to make some cocky remarks about how Daly had no chance of winning.
And he says, "I'm probably gonna kick his ass because JD's drunk right now." I said, oh, "Okay."
When the tournament started the following day, Daly decided to troll Tiger by acting as though he was still drunk.
And he is looking at me the whole day. I've got drinks coming down. People bringing me drinks on the golf course. He goes, "What are you drinking?" I said, "Oh, I got my Crown in here, man. I'm fine." Not 1 ounce alcohol, because if you do that, you get in trouble on the tour. But I got him thinking that I was really still drinking.
Helping John to completely demolish the tournament.
I shoot 65 and beat him by like 6 shots. It's about the last time I ever beat him.
Daly then earned $4 million in 2004 and 2005, yet this would only fuel an addiction worse than any he'd experienced before. Gambling.
You know, in Vegas, I'd play the $5,000 slot machine.
Every time you pull it, how much is that?
5,000.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, bro. 5,000?
experience before. Gambling.
You know, in Vegas, I'd play the $5,000 slot machine.
Every time you pull it, how much is that?
5,000.
Oh my God.
It's one pull.
$5,000 spins?
While playing these $5,000
Oh
slot machines, Daly fed through $600,000 in a night without winning, before taking out another $600,000, which he'd then lose again, meaning he'd lost $1.2 million in the space of 5 hours. By this point, Daly was up to his
Oh my
fourth wife.
gosh, bro. Man, this is why gambling is not cool, bro. Do what you gotta do. If you want to gamble, gamble. Shoot, can't nobody tell you nothing. But me, I would not gamble a day in my life. Simple. I will never gamble. I don't care. I'm not doing it, bro. So you might win some money, or you might lose some money, or you might lose all your money. But don't nobody got time for that, bro. Like he said, off of one pull is $5,000, bro. One pull. He just kept pulling the whole night and lost $600,000 in one night.
Gambling problem, initiating an argument that ended in the straight.
Then I think he said he lost $600,000 again. How the freak you lose 1.2 million in one night?
Confronted him about his
Being
gambling
stupid,
problem,
bro.
initiating an
That's what I'm
argument
talking
that
about.
ended in the strangest way possible. I won like $55,000 in the casino, and I said to my fourth wife Cherie, if you're gonna yell and scream at me about this, I threw it over the bridge going over to Memphis from Arkansas. I threw all the money out the car window and said, you know what, if you want that money, you can go find it, but let me tell you something, you don't have a job, you're not working, I'm supporting you, I'm paying all the bills. My buddy then took her to a McDonald's drive-thru and got her 2 cheeseburgers and some french fries and a soda, and it was like, okay, this is how you can live from now on if that's the way you want it. When John published his book in 2006, he'd gambled away $55 million over a 15-year period. However, his best finish was 3rd place at the Skins game, which only had 4 players. As a result, Daly lost his card, and it might have had something to do with his ever-declining diet. In 2008, CBS reporter Will Brinson was given the job to watch Daly during a professional game, noting that he consumed 21 cigs, 12 Diet Cokes,
Followed him for 18 holes, hawking his every move, taking meticulous notes. I don't know. I think it's meticulous notes every time he reached for his golf bag, took a bite or a sip or a puff. First few holes were just kind of eye-opening. By the back 9, I realized I was essentially watching someone pitch a perfect game. The final tally of literally everything he puts into his body over a full 18 holes, 21 cigs, 12 Diet Cokes, 6 packs of M&Ms, peanut, and 0 ounce of water. He didn't drink not 1 drop of water.
6 packs of peanut M&Ms,
That's
0.0 ounces of water,
very unhealthy,
and the alcohol
bro.
consumption hadn't stopped either. Only 4 months after
Like,
writing about
bro,
his diet, Daly was
what? He said he don't drink no water, bro. All he do is drink Coke, smoke cigs, drink whiskey, and eat chocolate, bro. That's the most unhealthy diet of all time, bro.
arrested for passing out in front of Hooters, with the negative press resulting in another 6-month ban from all professional golf. As a consolation, Daly's mugshot was placed proudly inside the restaurant. However, he'd end the year with earnings of only $56,000, forcing yet another change in John Daly's life. Having grown tired of golf club dress codes, Daly decided to purchase his local course.
You don't like a dress code in golf, that you find that offensive. You have your own golf course that you bought. Is there a dress code there?
But basically, all you got to do is cover your private parts and you can play my golf course.
Initially running the club at a loss, just so the town had somewhere to play.
I'm losing probably $250,000 to $350,000 a year, somewhere in there. Anybody, kids or teams that want to come here and play, I think everybody should have a chance to play golf. But if you're on a team, you're more than welcome to come here and play free and, have fun.
Here, Daly was able to practice and make a super successful comeback in 2016. Yet more recently, his life has taken a turn.
I'm
Make a
liking
super
that,
successful
bro. I'm
comeback
making us, you know what I'm saying?
16. Yet more recently, his life has taken a turn as a result of bladder cancer. Despite this, Daly has since achieved his best score in professional golf ever, has found massive success with clothing collaborations through a company called Loudmouth, and has done so all while establishing one of the greatest legacies in professional sporting history.
Turned it around, feel me? But if he's still smoking cigarettes, still drinking whiskey, Coke, eating chocolate, that's a problem. It's a problem, bro. You know what I'm saying? He a grown man. He can do whatever he want to do, but if he's still doing that, that's very concerning, bro. Very, very concerning. You know what I'm saying? Somebody gotta help him, man. Somebody, you know what I'm saying? But hey, at least he turned it around. You feel me? He got his own golf course. You feel me? That's a W. That's a W in my eyes. You feel me? But hey, comment down below. What's your thoughts on this video? Feel me? But I'll see y'all in the next one, man. Peace.